Yegs and bacon, gonna see what's shaking, 'cause there ain't no faking here on Yegs and Bacon. Yegs and Bacon.
Hello and welcome to the show tonight.
My name is Brandon.
I'm Danica.
And we're going to be doing some interesting stuff this week for our audio audience. You're probably going to want to check out the video we upload elsewhere.
Yeah.
You can find it on our website. You'll find it on our YouTube page. It will be that specific section that we're going to cut, but mostly because it is a fairly silent chunk of video where we menace a comic book.
Yes. We Indiana Jones it. We preserve its history by destroying it.
Oh, it's good times. Before we get to that and all of that magical, fun, happy times.
Yeah.
We got lots to do here, lots to see.
Ah, I really like those name tags. I like the colors. I think they look cool.
Yeah, I kind of wish that I hadn't deleted the file, so I have to redo them.
Oh no!
Because I do want to change the bottoms every now and then.
Yeah.
As does everyone sometimes. Whether you're a parent or dealing with stuff in life.
Okay.
Change the bottoms.
All right. So let's start by talking about single issues. What is up this week? What is out this week?
There's so many things out this week. Danica?
What?
I don't know if you know this, but September is the end of, you do know this. September is the end of Marvel and DC's fiscal years, as far as I know. It's definitely the end of a big quarter of theirs, and so they like to cram as much as they can out in the last weeks of September. This is the first time that we're this is the first week that we're dealing with a larger load of stuff. So that's going to be interesting. We'll get to talking about the new comics, and then yes, everybody, we're going to get to the comic that we cut.
All right, but I like Sean's comment. Bring on the barrel of swords, because guess what's up first?
Speaking of cuts.
It's the X of Swords event. It's begun.
X of Swords is happening. It's pretty sprawling. If you are getting the main X-Men book, you really, really will want to get at least all of the Hickman-driven stuff. I highly suggest definitely checking out most of the rest of it. It seems like they're going to be tying in pretty heavy, but the main points for any of you out there looking to maybe cut back a little bit for such a big crossover series, because it's going to be 22 parts in a small span of time, but 2.5 months or so. Focus on Hickman's X-Men stuff, focus on the Excalibur stuff, and focus on the one-shots that are going to be doing the heavy lifting. It looks like some of the other stuff is going to be things happening because it's a very, very sprawling idea. But part of all you need to know is big old swords, and a lot of what Hickman has laid out in the past 12 issues of X-Men in particular are all coming home to roost in big ways. Like, he's tossing out big ideas in every issue, and like a good chunk of them are coming back here. Yeah,
and this is co-written by amazing young writer Teenie Howard. She's done some brilliant things at Marvel, and they just keep giving her more and more and more. And you know what? You rock, girl. Like, she's not watching this, but she rocks.
Absolutely. Andrew makes a comment and says, questions, Space Knights? And yes, there are some Space Knight stuff here. Not a whole lot, but folks following the X-Men books know that one of the swords is a Space Knight sword. Now, the good part, too, for all of you out there going, wow, man, I don't even know what a Space Knight is. Good news. You don't have to.
No, it's a night in space. I mean, if you get that far, I think you're doing pretty well.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, they're doing pretty good.
All right, next up is something I have read already, and I am very, very, very excited. I will give you one of the covers.
Ooh, because you don't have 3 hands that we know of.
Okay. Anyway, this is a new one from Vault. It's called The Autumnal, and it is written by folks, and I'm going to mention their names because I should. Written by Daniel Cross, artist is Chris Sheehan, colors Jason Wordy, and letterer is Jim Campbell. And what I want everyone to know about this is that it is a creepy small town in the autumn. It's very fitting for the season. And
one of the things that I really like is
yes.
They do play with autumn quite a bit. Especially when outside, you definitely feel the
colors.
The colors and what they do with the panels and what bursts out of the panels really good.
And creepy.
Yeah. It's part of Vault's kind of micro imprint called Nightfall. The first book that they did in this was The Plot last year, around October, Halloweenish. Autumnal is the next one. Just as amazing as The Plot. The Plot is absolutely phenomenal. It's got some lock and key feels, not lock and fee keels.
No, that's not a thing.
Get your keels going.
Okay, this is why we adore Andrew. He posts in all caps, everyone needs to read 75 issues of Rom to understand X of Swords. And to that I say no. Bad Andrew.
Sticking with the theme of swords. Nay, sir. Nay, thou wretched knave.
All right. Okay.
I would be fun at D&D or the worst at D&D.
I think you would be a really good DM. I don't know if you'd be a good player. I don't know if you'd have as much fun.
I probably wouldn't have as much fun, but I wouldn't railroad anything.
No, because that's not who you are. But I definitely want to make you a bard character at one point. Yeah, it's going to be great. All right. I kind of hacked up the pile, so... Oh, no.
Nope.
You unhacked it. We're good.
Yeah.
I thought this had more covers, but that's whatever.
Nothing's been too hacked up. Well, this one does have more covers, but they're all spoken for.
Yeah. What up?
Folks are digging it already.
This is one I've been excited to read, and I haven't yet, so this will be my first read tonight. It's called The Unkindness of Ravens, and it is about a teen, it's got teen magic, it's got witchy history, it's got it's from Boom, so it's solid. Dan Panosian is a name I trust, and so I will be excited to read about teen witchery.
It is one of Danica's favorite genres, honestly.
Yeah, I'm kind of an easy sell. I mean, obviously it has to be good, but teen witches, there's a girl that's gone missing, there's a new student, there's going to be some angst. Super psyched about that. Whereas,
of course, more of my speed is more noir stuff, so weird teen murder drama is what miles to go is. B. Claymore is a name I haven't heard in years. Somewhat quite literally, he was the co-creator of Hawaiian Dick, which I really enjoyed as a wild supernatural tiki noir series. Really phenomenal, and anything he kind of pops in on is good for a check-in. And so I'm actually pretty excited for this. This is kind of the color palette that's being used, and the weird murder violence is weird murder violence. So if any of that appeals to you, definitely take that into consideration.
I'm enjoying the One True Andrew fights in the comments.
The Andrew fights.
I adore you both. I think you're great. Oh no, I wanted to talk about the new Juggernaut comic.
Danica, canonically, as people know, loves the X-Men.
I know everything about X-Men. Don't ask me follow-up questions. No, all I know about the Juggernaut is he wears a big helmet and he runs through walls. And I'm sure there's some pathos there, but that's all I got for you.
I mean, it's a very important part of the Juggernaut. He fought Spider-Man once.
Oh, okay. I mean, I want to say didn't everybody? That's really cynical.
Hasn't everybody fought the Spider-Man?
I mean, haven't we all? No, I remember. I don't even remember which X-Men movie it was, but they had the Juggernaut. It might have even been the first one, but he just ran through like 8 walls.
I think it was the original third X-Men one.
No.
Because I remember
Okay.
at the time there was a weird meme going around where someone had voiced over X-Men cartoons saying, "You can't stop me, I'm the Juggernaut, bitch." And they put it into the movie.
Oh no. Okay. I like this. Andrew's comment of Danica and Brandon explain the X-Men would be the worst podcast. Please don't ever listen to any X-Men podcast we have. Listen to Jay's.
Jay Miles, yeah.
Jay Miles explain the X-Men because they know what they're talking about.
Jay, writer of the X-Men, specifically Cyclops. I think our X-Men podcast would very much be a mix between
let's see, my confusion of powers, of people's powers, and you're wondering when people are going to kiss.
That's going to happen. But of 2 specific podcasts, there's the one that is Jay and Miles,
sorry,
explain the X-Men, and then another one called Journey into Misery.
Oh, I thought you were making up our podcast, so that's why I gave you that.
It is.
Yes.
It is pretty much. Whereas, like, I kind of explain X-Men stuff to you, and you'd be like, "What? Why is this happening?" Like the time that I believe the character who did it. Now, I could be wrong about the character, but this absolutely happened. Bobby Drake, Iceman, got his body shattered, and Angel, I believe, might have been Havoc, was just staring at his head and went, "You know what? I had a lot of water on this plane." And then a couple pages later, Iceman's back.
No.
That was written by Mr. Chuck Austin. He has many animation credits, including a producer on She-Ra.
Oh my gosh.
But that's more for his animation stuff. And yeah, it's good stuff. I'm very excited.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm gonna skip ahead because I don't actually know anything about that one.
Yeah.
Yay!
I'm gonna stop myself from holding this thing up higher. I don't know what it is.
No, we don't know what it is. We don't know what it is.
But a cat tried to attack it, so I had to.
See, okay.
had to protect.
Like 2 people out there know that we didn't protect it from the cats, but
we tried.
Guess what's up? It's my girl, Jen Walters.
Who's that?
She-Hulk.
I've never heard of her before.
SheHulk. She's the greatest bitch. I love her.
Bitch is the greatest.
Honestly. Also, don't quiz me on She-Hulk because how do I know? No, she's been my favorite character for a few years, and there is an Immortal She-Hulk one-shot. And it's written by, coincidentally, Al Ewing, the guy who's writing the main series of Immortal Hulk. So maybe get on that.
Yeah, especially if you're liking the Immortal Hulk stuff. It is a lot more of that. And if you like Jen Walters, hey, guess who's here?
Yay! Yeah, I don't remember when the news. No, I think the news came out last week of the SheHulk casting, and I think I freaked out then. But I'm going to continue to freak out because it's so great.
It was after the show.
Was it after?
It was after the show. It was during the week.
I'm so excited. Okay, so on our side, for one, there's a SheHulk television show that is in existence, that will be in existence, which for me was like mind-blowing.
Happening soon on Disney Plus.
Exactly. Disney, pay us. Just kidding, that never works. So
pay us so that we can help you.
Yes, because you're doing so poorly with money.
You need us.
You need us. Okay.
Or else.
Anyway, stop threatening giant corporations. Seriously, they have lawyers.
It worked so well when we did that with Jeff Bezos.
Yeah, we. So
give us our money, Bezos.
Oh my god. Okay, that was a completely different podcast, and no one knows what we're talking about.
Nobody knows what we're talking about. It's fine.
Okay, so SheHulk television show, for one. I was like, how is this happening? And then they released who's getting cast as Jen Walters. And it's Tatiana
Oh, I thought you had this.
Phenomena.
Phenomena.
I had it in my head. Was Lonnie?
There you go.
I had, okay, someone's offering, on behalf of Disney, would you settle for a she shed?
Please, sir, provide us with tickets to Disneyland. Good for life.
Yeah,
as
because
proof of your credentials. And then we'll absolutely accept that.
Okay, yeah, but we're not going to Disneyland in 2020.
No, that's why I said good for life.
Okay, yeah, wow.
2 tickets, good for life.
This is what I have to deal with. This is why I can't actually talk about anything for more than a minute, because this happens.
I'm negotiating with the person.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's kind of the best casting news ever, and I'm super, super, super excited. In other Marvel shilling that I'm doing, the WandaVision trailer came out, and actually I'm super excited because 1, it's a great cast, and 2, whenever I see Catherine Hahn in something, I know it's going to be great.
That is true.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, super excited for that because it does definitely feel like Half Bewitched Half, the recent Tom King Vision series.
Excited! Oh, final offer. $10 Starbucks gift card. I mean, I feel like you negotiated down for yourself. I did not do that.
Also, not really sure what exactly we're offering in return for this $10 Starbucks gift card.
Like no matter what we offer, you're not going to get much of it. We're trying our best.
We'll have our lawyers contact your lawyers, and then we'll work out the veracity of the deal.
We'll work out the business. We'll do a business.
We'll do a good business, and everyone will be happy.
Yay! Oh my God! Please talk about comics.
Fishkill is out. For those of you who've heard of it, not many. It's one of the new comics coming out from Heavy Metal. No, I tend to be a little wary of Heavy Metal releases, partly because they never come out. So I want you to know that right up front. But they do seem to be pushing quite an interesting line of stuff, including the return to comics of young Mr. Ben Templesmith. You know him from such things as 30 Days of Night and Fell, which was written by someone. And this definitely has that kind of feel, a weird noir crime type thing happening. Maybe I could actually say like he drew Choker with Ben McCool, definitely a real name. And so kind of weird crime noir with like all this kind of stylings. Very, very good stuff.
Awesome. And we have a facsimile, Tales of Suspense.
Why, that's the first issue that Iron Man appeared in.
What?
If you would like to get yourself a legitimate first appearance of Tony Stark Iron Man, we just happen to be selling them at the store.
For 399 American pennies.
Ooh, fancy. You too can get your hands on a real piece of Americana. Marvel at capitalism triumphing over the communists.
And live seahorses, which is totally legal. I love the old ads in this stuff. It's great.
So, not to bring anybody down, but you know the Sea Monkeys guy?
Oh, no.
Totally used that money to fund Nazi operations in America.
Right.
It's a fun thing to know. There's a whole Behind the Bastards episode on it. I highly recommend listening to those shows. They are great and fun.
Great and fun. Oh, okay, no. I think my favorite is also Learn Any Dance Fast, and you get foot charts. So, I mean, that's the best. You can learn the cha-cha, the jitterbug, the foxtrot, the twist.
Ooh, I love all of those moves. Comma dances. Why, I will be the belle of the ball.
Oh, You already are, honey. All right. Talk about this Batman thing.
So, hey, guess what? The first 3 issues of this Batman Max series came out 2 years ago. Hence the joke here. Hey, is Sam Keith done writing all of this? Who knows? So this is coming out to kind of give people a refresher. The next 2 issues are, I say, apparently done. The 4th one has been on FOC already. The 5th one has been ordered. So we'll see what comes of it. I'm hoping for good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of things that have taken forever to come out and not because of COVID, Spider-Man 4 by J.J. Abrams.
And his boy, Henri.
Tiny Abrams.
Little Henri Abrams.
Oh, yeah.
Writer of the Spider-Mans. It's a super weird book. Happens in a bit of an alternate reality.
Mm-hmm.
Where Spider-Man has a wee bairn of his own.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Moving on to some shocking comics news. Hey, y'all. Do you like Deadshot? Guess what Tom Taylor is going to do to your heart this week?
He's going to step on it real hard.
Yeah.
Spoilers are in the solicits for this, so if you want to remain like spoiler-free, well, y'all better avoid those. Just try and come into this as empty as possible. But it's not a secret to say that Tom Taylor's going to crush your heart. He's going to crush your heart.
Yeah, I think sorry about that. He's been doing that since issue 1, where he was like, hey, look at these 30 new characters. Half of them are dead. And he's mean. He's a very nice man, but he's a mean writer. So Suicide Squad is actually one that I definitely want to catch up on. I am woefully behind, but I really enjoyed the early stuff that I read.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that is still a quality.
Indeed. When the graphic novel comes out, we're going to burn through that quite well. But yeah, like, wild things have been happening.
Mm-hmm.
To some of your special faves.
Yeah. All right. This is very cool. It is a take on William Blake's The Marriage of Heaven and Hell.
Ooh.
Which I'm excited about. Not only just for the freaking coloring, it's beautiful.
I do like William Wake.
Yeah. So it's from Behemoth Comics, and they're kind of rad.
Yeah, they've been doing some interesting new things lately. That's your Osiris
Path, yeah.
Yeah, Osiris Path company.
Yeah. Which is great. It's like going to the moon and finding old Egyptian pyramids and then going in them and getting shot.
Moon pyramids?
Yeah,
kind of like that.
Kinda. I'm not explaining it well, but anyway, if you wanna know more about the Osiris Path, probably Google it, and they can describe their own book better than I, book professional, can.
This is where I put the ticker on. I didn't build much banners for this week because I spent a lot of time building some other stuff. Banner is where the conspiracy button gets pressed, and there's big giant things that say Illuminati builds pyramids on the moon to spy on your happenings, because everybody is interested in your happenings. Everybody.
Andrew, thank you for asking. Is Osiris Path any good? I say yes. Maybe not everybody does, but I like my weird conspiracy stories. And it's only 3 issues, which means the single issues are out, and the collection will be out soon.
It looks like December, I think.
December! Yeah. All right. Lori asks, isn't that just Stargate? Kind of, but more murdery, I think.
Do you like Stargate and murder? Are you interested in the Illuminati building pyramids on the moon? Do we have a book for you?
I feel like we're going to get an email from Behemoth tomorrow being like, please don't talk about our comics anymore. Oh my god. Anyway.
Something about an Illuminati mess. Cultural appropriation.
There you go. That's a very topical song to be using. Anyway, so yeah, that's, well, okay. Yep, nope, I shouldn't have stumbled over that, but I did.
Andrew does say, I think he did an initial order for the trade paperback this morning. I read that as he did an initial order for Oprah.
Yeah, I read it too.
QB's GIF.
You get a bee, and you get a bee, and you get a bee.
Remember that time that Oprah released bees on her audience? Good times.
Remember the time Oprah released a comic? That was weird.
Oh, yeah.
That would be weird, right? Like, that would be weird.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, this is super, super cool. This is from Image.
Oprah did talk about comics once. It was a Sarah Vaughan book. It was good times.
Who is that?
She's the one that does Sweater Weather and
Right.
the one about Cupcakes Bake Sale, I think.
Oh! No, that's different, I think. Anyway, we have established that I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm literally just in the business for looks. He's the brains.
It's me.
All right. So next up is Black Hand and Ironhead.
I'm super excited about this because it's David Lopez and it is his what's that outfit called again? It doesn't say on the back.
Oh, sorry, that's not helpful.
The Brian K. Vaughan and Marcos Martin's group.
Oh,
it's hurting my brain.
Vamping for time. Oh crap.
See, it's not there.
It's not there.
Not there.
Why is
What
it
have we
not
done?
there? I'm vamping. It's not working. Anyway, the thing did Private Eye, so that's why it's long.
Yeah, it's gonna bug me. It's gonna bug me a lot. Anyways,
Oh.
he actually Panel Syndicate. Thank you, Andrew.
Oh my gosh! Thank you.
This is the book. This is the series that David Lopez quit doing All New Wolverine for. He quit working for Marvel so that he could go off and do his own creator-owned stuff.
That's fine.
So
I'm not mad at him.
This is the.
Oh yeah, I have another tangent when you're done.
This is the project that he did, and it's super great. I highly recommend people either buy digitally on Panel Syndicate, so David Lopez gets 100% of that money, or you can get it here. It's really great, and I should probably actually explain the concept instead of like, you know who's great? David Lopez, and you're like, who?
You went full Brandon.
Yeah. Lucy's father is the head of an impressive corporate empire and one of the greatest superheroes of all time, and she desperately wants to take up the mantle. After his unexpected death, a woefully unprepared Alexia is confronted with a wealth of well-kept family secrets, including a villainous sibling she never knew existed. Can the sisters work together to investigate their father's mysterious death, or will they destroy each other in the process? It's so much fun, and I like it.
Yeah. Excuse me. Andrew says, Panel Syndicate is pay what you want to, isn't it? And I say yes.
Yes, it is, including $0. I know that.
But don't do that, because artists need to eat.
Marcos Martin and Brian K. Vaughan and Ed Brubaker have kind of talked vaguely about the money of it and how that system works. And yeah, for the most part, they do actually pull in a decent amount. Some people do get for free, but their idea is access and to just kind of provide the work and put it out there for a great platform, and then kind of go from there. It's really awesome, and I highly recommend people check out all the stuff that's there.
All right. Speaking of David Lopez, speaking of All New Wolverine, I don't remember when it's coming out, but Brandon told me in the last week as well that Tom Taylor's All New Wolverine is getting an omnibus, and that's my favorite. So I'm gonna get it, and if you want to get it too, you just have to tell us.
Yeah, it's gonna be wonderful to have all of those in print at least somehow.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they've been out of print for a while. The one true Wolverine, besides Lamp.
Yeah, and Jonathan.
Oh yeah, who is an actual.
He was a little actual
Wolverine, the actual Wolverine, or Jonathan, the actual Wolverine.
He's like, it's like Laura, Jonathan,
Lamp,
like way down, and then I don't know, Logan.
He's there.
He's like,
okay.
We're gonna get letters. I love it.
Dude's been around long enough. You don't need to be no Wolverine.
No.
He can just hang out and be sassy and like love on Jean Grey and Cyclops a little bit.
Yes.
Just like the little love boy.
2020's best throuple.
Awesome.
Anyway, if there's ever like an omnibus that you want and you're like, whoa, that's too big, they won't bring it in, that's silly. No, we will, because you want it and we want you to read books.
Yay!
Mm-hmm. Oh, Andrew does say, I'm still miffed they changed Honey Badger's name, and yeah, same.
Mm-hmm.
I love Gabby.
Gabby.
Gabby's the best. She'll be like the next best Wolverine. What is... Oh, Jason just left emoticons of bees. Bees and cats and 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 bees and cats. Seance Tea Party.
Ooh.
Yeah. I read this whole ding dang thing in one night. And I flippin' love it. I'm trying not to swear.
Yeah. It's real heckin' good.
It is real heckin' good, honestly. And if 12-year-old Danica had it, I don't know. I mean, maybe my life would have been slightly different. I don't not in a good bad way. It's just like I really wish I had this book when I was 12 because it's so good. So it's about a 12-year-old girl named Laura, and she doesn't really connect with other people. She kind of keeps to herself and creates reasons to not be involved in friends and parties and stuff, and that's not relatable at all.
Your voice cadence changing definitely tells me that you're telling the truth.
The cool part is she meets a ghost, and Alexa. She meets a ghost named Alexa, and through knowing Alexa, she opens up and actually, I'm kind of spoiling the ending, but it's amazing. And is more comfortable making friends and going outside and doing really social stuff. Meanwhile, Alexa, because she is a ghost who has forgotten how she died, she doesn't know how long she's been dead. And so she finds out more about herself and also reconnects with an old friend that she had when she was alive. And it's very, very sweet.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm definitely reading this again. It's a good one.
Yeah, it's the YA size, so like definitely for your preteens, teens, and wow, it's super good.
Yeah, it's by Random House Graphic, and it's written and drawn by Ramina Yi. So, yeah, get it. I think this is definitely one I'm going to own down the line.
Oh, 100%.
I keep telling myself I have to catch up with my file first. So please buy the copy so I'm not tempted.
Since Eric did pop in, this actually would be a good one for your potato. I think she's called a potato.
Potato, peanut, I'm not sure. Awesome, best kid ever.
My brain's not working so well today, so I keep forgetting what he calls his kiddo.
That's okay.
I was close.
Spud!
I was close.
Yeah, I mean, potato, Spud.
You're a potato.
I love you. Okay.
There's me, Brandon, hiding from the cops in a potato sack. And they just kick it and I go, potato! They'll never know I'm not a potato. Because that's the sound that potatoes make.
You talk about this one, it's great. Yes, Eric, we did mention Immortal She-Hulk. It is here, it exists, it's rad. You've got one in your file.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I definitely forgot, I have like one book left, but we only got like half our DC shipment, so there are some things we're not mentioning, but it's not because they're bad or like we hate them, it's because we didn't get them. So any DC questions that you might have, just add us directly and we'll answer you. But generally, yeah, we got like...
For the most part, it's smaller books that are missing. The unfortunate big one is the speed metal book. So Dark Knights, Death Metal, Speed Metal.
Number 1.
That one's going to be missing from your files this week, but we will get into your hands next week. It is a FedEx issue our distributor, Universal,
Yes.
was completely wonderful throughout the whole thing. The minute that they found out, they were contacting us. And every single weekday updated us on where the investigation was, including today, saying that FedEx located the boxes, gave us the city that they were in, and a timeline. So, hey, kudos on them for the hustle, because everything I've heard of the other distributors out there, not very communicative.
Yeah, and honestly, even if there's like very little to update, communicating with a client is the best thing you can do. All right, I have literally one more book to talk about.
And then we get to talk about the cutting.
All right, so this is called Joe. It is an adaptation of Little Women. And then in brackets it says sort of, which is great. Yeah, spinning. Silly.
Yeah, I am causing trouble off screen.
Yes, and on screen. Really, you're just a whole heckin' bunch of trouble.
I am nothing but an absolute effervescent delight on screen.
Okay. Well, anyway, so if you did like Little Women, or just want to read awesome graphic novels about awesome teen ladies, then yeah. I can't recommend it enough. I haven't read it yet, but I know it'll be good because it looks good.
Absolutely. All right, let's see if there's something. Yeah, this will do.
Oh, we're gonna use that. The Max. Okay, do you want this here?
Yeah, it can hang out here until we get the things happening. So last week we talked about one per store item that we kind of got in from a company called Bad Idea. It was an ash can of a backup story that they'll be running soon called The Hero Trade. It is written by Matt Kint, art by David Lapham, and
sorry.
And it's super wonderful. But as we've kind of discovered, kind of gleaned, there's actually only about 250 of these out there. And so we're getting calls. We're getting lots of calls. Most of them really nice.
Yes.
Some of them.
Just a couple. And there's always going to be a couple bad apples.
Yeah.
There's also some people have put them on eBay and basically
They're selling for over $700.
Yeah, and I think that's gross.
Yeah. So
cat butt.
We're really big on making sure that people get to experience stories, get to read them. Now, everyone who wants to will be able to get to read that story when ENIAC 3 comes out. I'm very, very excited for whenever those happen. And quite honestly, I'm pretty excited to get that into people's hands. But in the meantime, we wanted to come up with a solution. We only got one of these in, and in full disclosure, due to our diligence, we do have another one coming in that will be going to one of our biggest Matt Kint people, always getting everything that he touches, has been a longtime supporter, and he's going to get that for a song. Because
and not $300 to $700
because of his great support for us. But we wanted to use the one that we had for good. But to do that, and like along the way, we kind of got a little cranky, and did something maybe a little rash. I don't know. I was very upset. And you know what? We're gonna play a little something, and we'll go from there. I think the mood's in there. I guess that I was in that kind of mood basically. So let's see if we got. All right. actually, I'm just gonna stop that right there for a second. So it's a pretty cranky mood. Quite honestly, going into it, I was a little cranky, but really kind of where we're coming from is we actually want everyone to experience this book. So we actually kind of discovered a feeling that we want to do with this, and with what we're doing with the comic in general. And there's a way to present this, and there's a way to think about things in general. I find that there's a way where you can get trapped in the negativity, in the like, oh, these people, these vultures, these whatever, just trying to make a quick dollar, getting mad at us because we won't sell it to them for maybe a low price so they can sell it, or just even limiting that experience to that one person. I feel like it does a disservice to the story. So yes, earlier was feeling very angry about this, but as we do, we try and take our angry feelings and push them into positive direction. So what we decided to do is very positive, but I'm actually gonna kind of replay you that situation with more of the mindset that we are in and we intend, and then we're gonna show you what we've done.
I love that little wave. So happy.
That seems a little extreme, quite honestly. There's a good reason behind it, and we're going to show you right now. Check this out, everybody.
We laminated it.
We laminated it so that now everybody can come into the store.
Yeah.
They'll get to look and read.
Careful with the spoilers, though.
Awesome story.
Just in case.
Yeah, I'm not doing the last page.
Okay, good. Yeah.
Everyone can look and read at this awesome story. And we can just put it down. No one's gonna get sick from it. And now, instead of one person getting to read the story, or just what, 250 people, maybe a little more, let's say 500, 100, or no, sorry, 1,000 maybe, getting to read this story today, we get to let a bunch of people experience this. So happy that we made this decision, and I'm more than happy to say goodbye to, like, what, $700 or however much we would have sold it to somebody if we were trying to get whatever from it. That's not us. It's not us.
No.
And yeah, that's what we really want.
Yeah, I want to get this story to as many people as we can. And I know it'll help us sell copies of ENIAC #3 down the line, because it is the back matter.
Yeah.
However, there are people coming into the store today, tomorrow, last week, because we did have it, of course, last week. We just got it laminated yesterday. So it was very, very cool. Yeah, I know it's pretty shocking.
We have some comments being like, "Oh my god."
Yeah, a lot of people are like, "What did you do?" We don't do this because we hate comics. We actually did this because we love comics.
Yeah.
And we want to share them in a sanitary way, especially right now, with as many people as we can. And because we only got one and /2, like there's no way we could have given it to everybody who wants it, like sold it to everyone who wants it.
Yeah.
So
Here it
come
is.
to Variant Edition and read this COVID-safe hero trade.
Exactly. We will be posting this chunk specifically online, so that our audio listeners can actually take part in this, because otherwise they're going to get some weird music.
Yeah, it's going to be odd in the podcast.
And kind of go from there. So
yep.
That's it for this week. We'd like to thank you all for watching. But now, folks, it's one of my favorite times of the week, and it's been made even better.
It's romper room time. All
right, so for this, I'm gonna go and get my completely legitimate magic mirror, which I have now.
Whoa! Wow! This is from friends of the show, Kate and Sean. They made this for Brandon specifically because they love him so much.
So I get to do the romper room legitimately.
Yeah.
So check that out. All right, we'll get to scroll to the top. We'll try and do this fairly quickly. Hello, everybody. Thank you all for watching today. As always, we're looking through the magic mirror to see all of the wonderful people who are watching. I see Sean, and I see Carl. I see Andrew, and I see the one true Andrew.
Oh, we're gonna get some words.
Kate, and I see Amber. I see, I'm gonna go with A320, the person who represents Disney in all legal matters, selling us on their company with a $10 gift card. I see Lori. Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
okay,
I did.
Sorry.
He was up near the top. I see Jason.
There we go.
I see Jason's bees.
This is Jason's bees. Oh.
I see Eric. And I believe that is everybody. I also want to give a special shout. Wait. Yeah, no, I think they're there.
What do you?
Ben and Merrick. I just want to say hello to you two.
Hi.
Hope you're being good and hope you're being rad. I mean, I know you're being rad, but it always helps to be good too. So, a big shout out for you folks. And you know what? Thank you all for watching, and thank you, Kate and Sean, for this wonderful, wonderful gift. It genuinely shocked me, and I'm very happy. So.
Oh my God, you're so sweet. You're gonna make them cry happy tears, which is nice.
Alrighty.
All right, signing off.
More than a feeling, more than a feeling, then I give all the things that